There are developers who try to serve best games. On the opposite side, there is a game made according to what players need, players want.
We've been killing ourselves to make the most innovative Battle Royale game you've ever seen.
The anatomy of the entire Apex, in the perspective of Apex Legends Mobile. The thought process behind Apex Legends Mobile and its future blueprint is about to be exposed. By analyzing the Apex Legends first, we're going to foresee what the exact developers team can do and will do for the mobile version in the future. When the map is big, when there are buildings where the ground is enough to hide and camp, wait for the prey. That is something skilled players would hate, but that's something the first generation of Battle Royale games were fully equipped with. And that seemed unavoidable, but we had answers for that. Again, in a team-based Battle Royale game, expectation is that players communicate with each other, talk with each other through mic, and efficiently share other game information. The reality, it's hard to share that, along with very few use mic to add up with the problem. Just like me at this very moment. Oof. That's where you need to deep dive into the player's mind and know what they want. Apex did that. The very first character you see, Bloodhound, can see recent activities and whatnot. A perfect toolset for anti-camping. That was just an example. Every character is designed either to match players' play style and to strengthen the team play. The auto-ping system, the ping system, does what even Mike wouldn't do that flawlessly. When there was a trend at bragging about the size of the Battle Royale maps, rather than showing off, Apex did what would make the game fast-paced, and the way to quickly move from one place to another, even for the small map. In a competitive game, even if it's a shooter game, skillful environment is not like that. You see a player first and just 2 hits kill the opponent with an assault rifle, leaving the opponent with almost zero chance of retaliating. A well-calculated sniper, critical shotgun hit could still justify that. Fortnite got this covered, but Apex does this even better. You need to keep feeding bullets to kill opponents, not just hit fire and opponent is dead. I've some serious respect for that developer who came up with the idea of armor upgradation with dealt damage. The color coding of items to quickly identify its category is exceptionally good. Special movement mechanics just add up towards a skilled playstyle. All these things point towards the fact that how Apex is a well-thought-out game thinking the way real skill players would want. What do you expect when the exact developers team works on the mobile version? Some spectacular results. Or a game meant to set in the year 2051 and hardly looks futuristic with just the same gameplay mechanics and couldn't even leave behind the traditional camping and 2-hit kill gameplays. Anyway, when you see the pattern of Apex Legends Mobile approaching throughout the early stages, you can see they are playing a different game here. No official trailer yet, no hype. If mobile did not have such variety in terms of specs, devices, processors, etc., I bet Respawn, the developer team of Apex, would do the same with a mobile version what they did in the past. Test the game in the studio and just launch all of a sudden. They choose India for the very first beta for a reason. Mobile gaming has become the biggest deal in these regions. PC console gaming percentage is extremely low compared to mobile. Unlike other parts of the world, mobile Battle Royale is rocking in this part of the world, and surely India is definitely one of the biggest epicenters. So we got our point. They will definitely focus on these parts, especially India, even though they did the very first beta in India. If you noticed, it was not a big exposure, wasn't for a broader audience. That's because when they make it available to the broad player base of India, they want to make sure it's well optimized and bug-free. The last beta version was very limited. Like the absolute flagship phone could play it. Later they even tweeted, "This is going to be available for India," but they didn't do it. All because this time with pretty broad phone compatibility, they actually would expose to almost all the player base of India, but the game was not optimized yet. Very specific regions getting Apex Mobile Beta. It also means this game is going to have a high number of server locations. When a game gets a high distribution of servers, local players get the benefit or more appropriately don't face the disadvantage of playing with high ping against low ping players. When I think and analyze all these small details, I can see the clear intention of the Respawn team. They have some huge plans for the game, which they don't want to make public yet. When time comes, Apex Legends Mobile will have huge campaigns, tournaments, huge money spent on streamers and publicity. At the right moment, you can make a very good battle royale game, but if it is not well populated, it has to be filled with bots, making the game dull. The reason battle royale games need a huge push at first. No one knows it better than the Apex team. They spent huge money on Apex launch. They will do it for Apex Mobile too, especially when Apex is so successful to spend that money. Apex PC console is breaking records even today. Twitch viewership exceeds Warzone, Fortnite and even Valorant. Imagine when it launches in India and all major mobile game streamers are paid to stream the game. Exactly the same thing for the United States and other popular regions for the game like Japan. Imagine when they bring some classy movement mechanics in mobile. Imagine when big tournaments are hosted. Imagine when Apex redefine the mobile battle royale genre. I'd like to see that, because I like to see a skilled game doing all that. Peace.